just wondering why you've been gone too long. You've been gone too long. Time to head back home. You gotta stay strong. You gotta pray on. Gotta help you get it right. We ain't perfect. At times we get it wrong. Come back home. You've been gone too long. You believe like I believe. We gon' pray. You need a shoulder to lean on, it's the place. About to start any second. Prayer explosion session. Join us, hear our message. Thanking God for our blessings. Yes, I'm so blessed. I feel better confessing. We pushing out love in every direction. Spiritual education, dedication. Loyalty to God first, motivation. If it's great, I know it's God's work, no hesitation. Hey, come and join the band, cause the band is amazing. When it's God's work, it can't be wrong. I'm just wondering why you've been gone too long. You've been gone too long. Time to head back home. You gotta stay strong. You gotta pray on. When it's God's work, it can't be wrong. I'm just wondering why you've been gone too long. You've been gone too long. Time to head back home. You gotta stay strong. You gotta pray on.
Welcome to Too Gone, Too Long, Judgment Free TV, where love and unity is spread throughout every show. No bullying or scrutinizing will be tolerated, because this is the Judgment Free Zone. Anything you hear is for entertainment purposes only. Too Gone, Too Long is not reliable for the opinions of others. Thank you for your support and enjoy the show. Hey. Welcome to Too Gone, Too Long, Judgment Free TV. I am your host of the hour, Miss Lady V, and you know it, baby. You know I'm feeling classy and real sassy on this beautiful Friday evening. So, hey, welcome to the show. Come on inside the lounge. Get comfortable. Come on in, get comfortable with me, because, yes, it is about to go down right here in the lounge on this beautiful Friday evening. We are about to be educated. You know what I'm saying? We can, sometimes we just really need to just be educated so that we can know how to be a better us, okay? And that's exactly what we're going to do tonight, because that's what this show is about, right? This show is about educating ourselves so that we can be a better us. It's about knowing different artists and different businesses and doing different things. And of course, having different topics, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? This is the world we live in. It is. And we want to be great in it. So, hey, welcome to the show. Y'all come on in the room. Make sure that you share, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, the like button. I don't know. Whatever button you can find, I need you to hit it. That's what we need you to do. Hit that button, baby, so that you can stay in the know, because we don't want you to not know. We want you to be educated, right? We want you to stay in the know. We want you to have a good time with us. And so, welcome to the lounge. Again, I am Lady V, your favorite life coach, your favorite host of the hour. Yes, this is Judgment Free TV. Of course, we always have the radio. And I just want to say welcome to everybody out there that's doing their thing on this beautiful Friday evening. Welcome to all the Facebook fans, the Instagram people who's watching on Instagram, everybody who's watching on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Hey, welcome. I am glad that you are here. Yes, we are. And tonight, oh my gosh, I have a guest that's coming into the building that is going to blow your socks off. And this is why. Because we have been thinking wrong way too long. That's why this show is called Too Gone, Too Long, because we've been gone way too long, okay? And it's time for us to come on back home, come on back to our senses. Let us start thinking a different type of way, because If we already thinking wrong, we have already failed ourselves. And it is never too late. We are never too old to change the way that we think, to change the way that we see and view life. And that's why we are here. This show is going to educate you. And tonight we are going to learn how to turn our generational curses, because some of y'all know, ooh, especially in our culture. Oh, y'all know we up under that generational curse. But guess what? We're about to break it. We're about to break it because we're going to find healthy tools that can take our generational curse and turn it into generational wealth. That's what we want to do. And guess what? Mr. Terrance Wilson is going to be able to come into the building and share his story with us today, give us some great tools and some great things. So you already know what to do. Hollywood, I see you, baby. Come on in the room. Y'all speak to me. Say hello. Hey, y'all know what to do. So come on in the room. Come on in the room. Make sure you got your questions and all that good stuff. Put them down here in the chat, in the comments. You already know that I will pop them up like this. This is how you will see them. Boom. Ow, you know it. Yes, baby. That's how they gonna look. So when you put them in, I'm gonna put them up, okay? Whether you speak, whether you got a question, however it is, because this is your show, okay? This is for you, the people, because we are the people, and we want, man, hey, we can't run this thing without you, okay? So welcome, 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 welcome to the show. I'm so great to be here this evening. So you already know I'm not gonna wait no further. I'm gonna go on and get it crunk up in this thing because I know y'all ready. I know y'all ready. So allow me to introduce our guest of the evening so that you'll know who he is. All right. And then I'm gonna bring him on into the room. And we gonna jump right into this thing, baby. We gonna do what we have come to do tonight, and that's to be educated. Okay. So allow me to introduce our guest of the evening, Mr. Terrance Wilson. He was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. He served 8 years in the U.S. Army and lived in Oklahoma for 16 years, where he found himself working at Coca-Cola, Hobby Lobby Distribution Center, and in the funeral industry. Looking for his passion, he moved to Texas in 2019 and began working in the life insurance industry. Alongside his wife, they are poised to becoming your favorite brokers. Terrance's mission is to serve and educate the community about life insurance and other ways to get rid of that what? Generational curse and create generational wealth. So, hey, without further ado, put your hands together and give a too gone, too long welcome to our guest of the hour, Mr. Terrance Wilson.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yes, 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 y'all.
What's
Hey,
going
love,
on?
how are you? How are you?
I'm blessed, Queen. I'm blessed.
Amen, amen, amen. Glad to have you in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, please, before we just dive right in and just jump right on you, please introduce yourself and let us know who you are, what you do, and the reason why you do what you do.
I mean, the introduction you gave me is pretty much self-explanatory. You had me blushing on the backstage. I was
Oh,
trying to get the red out of my cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Dark skinned people don't get red, but I did.
okay, okay.
Like you said, my name is Terrance Wilson. I'm originally from Chicago. The main reason I really got started with the industry is because I seen an opportunity to educate the community. Because being in the funeral industry, I seen a lot of people from that look like me not be able to pay for their services.
Hmm.
And you know, I'm sitting in there as an apprentice, sitting down with families, trying to help them do things. And I'm hearing them argue back and forth. Well, mama would have want this. Well, I got the money, so it's what I want. You know what I mean? And that's not what we should be doing during that time.
Come on
So
now.
when I got into the funeral industry in September 2019, the company that I'm working with, is a PHP agency, is one of the fastest growing FMOs in the United States. And we just partnered up with Integrity Marketing Group, which is the largest privately owned financial service life insurance company in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So when that opportunity presented, I was, you know how we are. We always skeptical about certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My wife actually started before me. So she was like,
Okay.
hey, I'm doing this thing. I need you to come check it out. So I feel like I got tricked. I tell everybody I got tricked into doing it. She'll look at me, no, he didn't. But I'm going to tell you, that's my story and I'm going to stick to it. I got
We understand.
yeah, but I found the more I got into it, I was like, man, I can actually change our dynamics. You know, the financial service industry produces the most $1 million earners.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I have an opportunity to be the first millionaire in my family that has my last name.
Come on now.
You know, so I'm like, it not only that, but I get paid by helping others. I tell people all the time when I sit down with them, I don't care if you do business with me or don't do business with me. As long as you equipped with the knowledge, I'm good.
Come
So
on
that's
now.
the main thing for me, is just making sure you're aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so but you know, keep on going. You know, it's multiple reasons why I got started. You know, I'm a father and I want my children to be proud of me. I want to lead them something when I go. And what I plan on leaving them is a multi-millionaire business.
Come on now.
So that's what they're gonna have. Now, how they decide who's gonna get what, who gonna do what, hey, I'll figure that out in the process. But it's gonna be
Right.
evenly distributed throughout the children, throughout my family. You know, it's a family business. I have my mom in the business with me, my sister in New York, my cousins in Chicago. My wife has her mom, who is one of our top writing agents right now. So
Nice.
it's a family business, you know, and once people really realize that when you come together as a unit,
Hmm.
who can stop you? I mean, look at Black Wall
Nobody.
Street. Couldn't nobody deal with that. They got jealous. The black
Mm-hmm.
people was coming to a power. Black people was starting to realize who they were and where they supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I tell you
Mm-hmm.
off top, I'm a king before I'm anything.
That's right.
You know, so once you know who you are, ain't nothing stopping you. Nothing at all to stop you. But that's me. That's who I am. You know, a person finna change the world one plant at a time.
You know, I love that you said that, and you hit on so many pointers that, first of all, we needed to hear, and that is so real. It's so real because, first of all, if we join together, we can make a bigger punch. We can make a bigger impact. The
Absolutely.
problem is we too busy doom 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 fighting all the time, and we don't have to. We don't have to do that. But we seem to always find a way to do it. Like you said, it's always, oh, well, mama, well, I got the money. So if I got the money, it's what I want to do. Well, that shouldn't be how it should be anyway. And I'm actually glad that you were talking about that, because I'm kind of going through something that's almost like that right now, with a friend that passed of 30 years, you know, and her family just, and that's what that is, you know. And it's sad because so many times we really are in that lifestyle, in that realm. And now it's time for us to really come out. So I'm glad that you're here tonight to be able to answer and educate us on how to come out of that curse right there, because we really are, that really is a curse for us, for real. Like it is a curse to no ends of a curse. And we can break it. But I think it's always good when you have the tools and the knowledge to be able to break these generational curses.
Absolutely. You on point with that, that's for sure. So what you got for me?
So now my first question to you, of course, is what is the difference between being a broker and being an agent? Because a lot of people really don't know that there is a difference, but it obviously is, because one is called a broker and one is called an agent.
Right.
So what's the difference between them?
So A broker is more like their business. So for me, I'm an agent finna become a broker. So I have a broker that I'm working underneath. And unlike a lot of other companies and industries that have brokers, it's basically, how can I explain it? It's your business.
Okay.
So when you have a broker, it's your business. You have agents working underneath you. The agents are the ones that goes out, they talk to the people, educate them, put in the policies. The brokers are the ones who normally say, hey, I get this, I get that type thing. You can't. Are you familiar with the real estate industry?
Yes.
Yeah. So, in the real estate industry, you have brokers and then you have the real estate agents.
Agent.
And the agents work for the brokers.
Right.
The brokers make the final call and everything else, and then it distributes down through. You go from the broker to your loan officer to whoever else, and then the money comes down to the agent, right? Well, with our platform, it doesn't go that way. So the money goes from the carrier directly to the company. The company distributes the money out based off our contract. The brokers do get a portion of it, but that's the difference between your contract and their contract. Because what happens is the insurance companies, so they don't have to train agents, they give us a bigger cut. So we get paid a year ahead of time. So once we get paid, now my broker, she gets paid off of the things that I do, but it doesn't come out of my pocket.
Right.
So like if I do a policy that's going to pay out, let's say a total of 15,000, and my contract, I'll probably get 12,000 of that. Right. My broker would get the difference between my contract and her contract, which will probably be like maybe 2,000, but it doesn't come out of my pocket.
That's nice.
So where sometimes some people, where if I tell you I'm working underneath somebody, then they automatically going to get a cut before I get mine. And it doesn't work that way. So the broker will always, it's their business, and you're working for them pretty much.
Nice.
I don't know if I explained that great, but
you did. You really actually broke that down, because a lot of people don't really understand the difference between it, and you really said something, because again, that's how it is a lot of times. They gonna get paid before you even see your cut, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it's the other way, really the other way around, that's a good deal. That's a good way to live right there. And a lot of people don't even know how to get to that. And so, how did you end up with the company that you're with, other than you were tricked?
So my wife, she been working for Target for like 13 years. And some lady just came up to her and asked her, hey, certain questions. Are you interested in making extra income part-time? She was like, yeah, I'm interested. So one night she went to the office and sat there with the broker. They discussed some things. My wife said, yo, I'm ready to get started. So she came on board. And for me, it was just like, I'm gonna tell you, it was late. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, yo, where you at? And she ain't saying nothing. And then she was like, yo, I got so much to tell you when I get home. I'm like, nah, you ain't got nothing to tell me when you get home. You gotta tell me right now. You know what I'm saying? So she get home and she explained it to me. And I'm like, all right, I'll be supportive. I'll check it out once she asked me to come to it. And I seen people that look like me in the office. And after the presentation, I talked to a couple of people, and I'm like, yo, dude, and excuse my language, because I was like, yo, do niggas make money like that? And they was like, I don't know about niggas making money, but black people make money like that. And I was like, yo, that's all I needed to hear. And from there, I realized that the language I use will be more not attractive to others, and it's definitely not becoming of me. So the company, we read books every month. Every month the CEO will put out a book for us to read, dealing with some type of leadership skills, personal development, mindset shift, all that type of stuff. And this year has been one of my biggest reading years, since I've been out of school. So because I'm reading more, it's shaping my mind to where I'm like, yo, I can do this. I really can. I just left Vegas, and I'm listening to people tell their story, and it's a 22, 23-year-old couple that making $500,000 in this year already. You know, another guy already made 1.5 million before the year is even over with. He's on pace to make $2 million. And I'm like, yo, what's stopping me from doing it?
Right.
You know, and that's a mindset thing.
The mindset, right.
You know, and before I even talk to people about life insurance or even being a part of the team, I got to know where their mind is at.
That part right there.
You know, because you want to get out here. For me, I want to get out here and I want to serve the community. I don't want to break the community. I want to serve the community. So if I'm looking just to pad my pockets, I'm going to put you in whatever it is that's going to make my pockets fat. But what's that going to do to my business? You're not going to send me referrals. And my business is based off referrals. So that's pretty much how I got it started and what I'm about in dealing with the business.
Nice. Like you are really, I have to say, you really are breaking it down, and you are really giving people the mindset to, and the actually just the determination to be able to change their mindset. I mean, because that's really where it starts. And I like the fact that you say your company, that your CEO actually, y'all do books every month. And this was one of your biggest reading months. First of all, you know, we all know the saying, if you don't want us to know, put it in the book. Absolutely. And a lot of times that's where the information is, and we're not gonna go find it, we're not gonna go get it, we're not gonna go read it, we just not.
And the crazy part, we got Google right now. All you gotta do is type it in, and it's gonna give you the answers.
And we
just won't do it as a community, and we lack that. We lack the urge to just be better. Everybody want to be better, but it's so many naysayers, it's so many haters just telling you what you can and cannot do.
Right.
You putting limits on yourself when you say, oh, I only want to do this. Well, that's the only thing you're going to get is what you only want to do. And it's you're selling yourself short. You're going to always sell yourself short. I just did an appointment with a older gentleman, 59 years old, telling me he's just average. What is an average black man?
I'm just supposed to say, what does that mean exactly?
What is average? Like, you can never be average, you know, because it's like that doesn't make sense to me. And I was like, do you want anything better in life other than what you already have? Well, you know, I do want something more. Then you can't be average expecting more. You got to be phenomenal. You got to be great. You got to be outstanding. You got to stand out. Even when you don't want to, you got to make sure it is.
That's right. I
tell people I want them to see me before I even walk in the room.
Come on now. You got to see my glow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's the master? Show enough. You know?
Show enough. That was,
you know, so that's just one of the things I feel like, because I'm reading more, and it's like you have to read it in order for you to grow.
Right.
You know, they say identity grow, your wealth will follow. So you can't.
I like that right there. Say that one.
Out earn your identity. It's impossible to out earn your identity. It's impossible. Look at all the high school people that come straight out of high school into the NBA. Some of them broke right now. Look at the NBA players that played for so long who have absolutely no concept of finances. They broke right now. Millions of dollars gone. Why? Their identity wasn't there.
Yeah.
They didn't know where to put it at.
We lack the knowledge. You know, and I've always said that, you know, as far like right now, that's one of our biggest lacks is financial freedom. Having the tools to know how to really invest and where to put our money. Because we really don't. We really don't know. You know, me and my friend was talking the other day, and I said, you know, if I would have taken all the money that I done blown just doing dumb shit, just dumb, I would be so much further in my life. But I would be really a millionaire doing all kinds of different things and doing it the way I want to do it, financially free. Not that I don't have financial freedom now, because once you learn how to budget and doing certain things to invest, then you learn how to become financially free. So, you know, that's one thing. But if I would have known the things that I know now, I would have been 10 times further and way ahead of the game, and probably way ahead of my time as well.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look back, you just be like, dang, why was I doing all that? For freedom, for fame, for the glory, for the friends, for the clout, for the beauty. Like, sometimes we don't even have no explanation.
Nah, keeping up with the Joneses, we old school, so you already know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
You keeping up with the Joneses, you trying to be like your next door neighbors when you can't even do it.
And you can't. And that's where we fail so many different times. We fail. And that's the one thing that we fail just miserably at. So this is my question, my next question to you. And anybody who has a question, please feel free to drop it down in the comment section. Please feel free to do so. And welcome to everybody who is coming in. We see you. We see you. We see you. So thank you for coming in and rocking out with us. We hope that you are being educated tonight on the Too Gone Too Long Judgment Free TV. That is where we at. And so we got Mr. Terrance Wilson that is educating us about how to break these generational curses and turn them into some generational wealth. And he has dropped a bunch of gems that you really need to hear. And if you missed it, you're going to have to go back and watch it. That's all I'm going to have to tell you, okay? But make sure that you catch them, write them down. And if you need me to say, hey, what was that again? Hey, just drop it down in the comment section, okay? So we looking for you. So, hey, don't be afraid. I hope that you guys are enjoying the show as much as I am because, baby, we got that good stuff. We got that good stuff. And so I told you, you drop your questions, I'll put them up. I will put them up. So let me do this. And hey, Jaden. All right. So that's your question. How could I use my life insurance policy as lender and stop getting loans from the bank? Good question.
That's a real good question. So it also depends on what type of life insurance policy you have. So if you have a term, then you don't have that option. The term is basically it's a type of policy that's covering you from a certain time frame. So you know how you go out and you get a car, and when you're paying on your car, they put a lien on your car for so many years. So that's how a term works. You're basically paying for coverage for so many years. And right now, majority of the carriers, they do 10 years, 15, 20, and 30. Some do 25, some do 35 years. So if you have a term policy, then that's not an option for you. But get with your life insurance agent and ask them if your term is convertible. Because if your term is convertible, then you can convert it over to a permanent policy. And some policies, like you convert it over to an IUL. And that's what you're looking for, to where you want to become the lender yourself and not go to a bank. But you have to fund it a certain way in order for your money to grow. You can pull your money out as soon as it's accessible to you. But the whole purpose of having those type of policies is to set you up for the future, not to take it out just because you want to spend it. So if you fund it properly, then your cash will grow inside the bank, inside of your policy. With this particular policy that I'm talking about, it's an index. So it's mirroring in the stock markets. It's not in the stocks, but it's mirroring it. So the insurance company is telling you, hey, because we're taking your money and we're investing it, we give you a floor and a cap, which means that if your stocks goes up to, let's say right now, it's around between 7 and 9%. So if the stocks goes up to 12%, we'll give you 9% and take 3%. But if it drops, you don't lose anything. So you stay at a zero, you stay at your balance where you at now, the insurance company will take the loss instead of you taking it. But to answer your question, Jaden, you want to look into getting an IUL or something of that nature where you can grow your cash as well as have coverage. And then you can borrow on that later on once you get to a certain point.
So now, is that kind of like the same thing as customizing a policy?
Absolutely. So we don't just put people in policies. We do it according to their need and their budget. Let's say our average client that get those policies normally put in anywhere between, to start it, maybe like 500. It depends on what they're trying to solve for. If you're solving for building your cash quicker, then you're going to put more money into it. If you're solving for the insurance part, then the money that you're putting into is going to go towards the insurance, but you still have the cash value growing. So it's just one of those things to where it's always going to be customized to the customer, the client, and not what we feel that is best for them.
Right. Okay. And I like that you said that you were talking about the risk as well, because that was one of my questions as well, with the different insurance companies and stuff, if they will assist with the risk assessment just in case something should happen. And we all know that, things
Right.
do happen. And what would actually be included in that? Or
What do you mean included as far as the risk?
yes.
So there is no risk for the client unless they don't pay their policy.
Okay.
Then it elapsed, and now the risk is they're not covered, and something can happen to them. Then the families is doing what I said they was doing when I was in the funeral industry. They bumping heads, they fighting for whatever it may be, or doing GoFundMes.
Right. Okay.
So that's the only risk in dealing with those particular policies. So
Okay.
when you have an IUL, it's really not, it's very minimum risk. And I'm not going to say there's no risk, because everything has a risk at some point.
Right.
But as far as your finances, if you're not doing your part, then the insurance company is not going to own up to their part. So that's the risk to me.
Already. And now my next question, somebody actually asked earlier, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to ask because I have no clue. So what is actually excluded from a policy that someone may not be aware of?
What is excluded from a policy that someone may not be aware of? Because we do, it's underwriting. So we're going to get your medical. Some carriers go through, they check your credit. It doesn't hit your credit, like not a ding or anything like that, to where it's going to flag or be a hard inquiry or anything like that. They do your MVR. They check your motor vehicle records. So to say that what's excluded that we wouldn't know, it's kind of hard, because if you're telling me the truth about everything, once I put it on the application, it's going to go through the underwriting process. And once it go through the underwriting process, the insurance company is going to pull up everything. So if you tell me, oh, no, I never had any medication, and then it's been prescribed to you, the insurance company is going to pull it up and then send me an email and be like, hey, Terrance, they said that we seen that they've been prescribed this medication. Can you find out more about it? Because on the application, they said they didn't. So you can't hide anything. We tell people just be truthful, because we have multiple carriers that we can go through. Right. One may deny you, but the other might say yes. So if you're telling me the truth, then I can go to each individual carriers and find out what's the best product for you within what you got going on.
Already. Now, how do you actually determine the carrier rating and make sure that they're getting the best bang for their buck?
I just shop around. You give me the information. I sit down with you. I do a thing we call FLS, which is financial lifestyle strategies. I sit down with you, find out where your finances are, your budget, how much you have in savings, what you're willing to put up out of your savings for it. I find out your debt to income ratio, like how much debt you have, how much money you make. Do you have a mortgage? Do you plan on putting your kids to school? I found out all that information, and that determines your need for life insurance. So once I figure out your need for life insurance, I tell you, hey, this is your need. Now, based off of your need, let's see what we can do with your budget. Because some people need, they might want an IUL. They might want something that's going to give them cash. Their need may be $1 million. So the fund to get a policy for, depending on their age, you get a policy for $1 million in the IUL, you can pay a nice amount of change, but you might not have that available. Right. So we'll go with maybe a small IUL and a term policy. That way you have the coverage with the term, and you still have your IUL that's going to build cash. And eventually, once your finances get better, you can put more money into your IUL. And the best thing about an IUL is that the client is in control of it, not the insurance company. A term, the insurance company tell you this is what you got to pay for this. IUL, you have options. You're in control of it. You can say, hey, I just got a great job. I just had a kid. I want to bump my coverage and pay the difference. The insurance company will say, okay, hey, fill out this form. Bam, you're good to go on that. Hey, I want to put more money in it, or I can't afford this right now. What is the minimum I can pay in order for me to maintain this policy until my money can stack up? It's much. The client has control over that compared to the insurance company.
Nice. I swear, I think it's all, and this is the reason why we do these shows, is because it's all about being educated. And it's about, because I know there's a lot of people, somebody actually just hit me and was like, I had no idea. I didn't even know what IUL was, that it even existed. And I'm like, well, now you do. This reason why we run these shows, so that we can be educated on the things we don't know, on the things we have no clue that is available to us, because we really don't know what's really available to us.
What I found out about people in general, and I'm gonna say just people, I'm not gonna say black people, white people, Hispanics, anything, just people in general, we like options. We like options. If I had to go to the store and this is the only thing I had to get, how many times would I want to go to that store if I know I can go across the street and get options? I'm gonna go check out those options. And a lot of times different companies don't give options because they only do certain things. And that's what I like about being with the company that I'm with, because we have different carriers that have so many options for the clients. Majority of our carriers been around for over 100-something years.
Okay.
AIG, American National, National Life Group, Nutra Omaha, Silac, Fidelity, and Group. So they've been around for over 100 years, and they know majority of their clients is the people that's in the SP 500. So they we don't care about that, but if we can get into that area, that community, that market, that's going to increase our revenue.
Right.
And because we able to get into that market, would you rather buy for somebody that look like you or somebody that don't look like you?
Hey, that part. I'd rather have somebody that look like me, for sure.
Because they know what I'm going through.
Right. They understand the struggle.
Exactly. So that's why, we're able to make the type of money that we're able to make in this industry, is because, and with this company, is because we out there talking to different people that they normally wouldn't talk to.
And I like that you just said that right there, because how have you ever had a problem of convincing someone that life insurance is a necessity?
I don't convince anybody. That's not my thing. I'm not going to convince you. I'll state the facts, ask you questions. You're going to answer the questions unless you're just being that person. You're going to answer that question and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? If you answer the questions the way that I know you're going to answer the questions, then it's a no-brainer. You need the coverage. If you that stubborn guy, well, regardless of what you're saying, I'm not going to get it. Okay, don't get it. It doesn't matter to me. One policy is not going to make me rich.
Right.
And I tell you that all the time. I tell people, your policy is not going to make me rich. No matter how much money you put into it, it's not going to make me rich. But what it is going to do is something happened to you. It's going to take care of you while you're living, because we have living benefits attached to it. And if you pass away, it's going to take care of your family to where you can be buried without them worried about that financial burden. I would rather somebody grieve and not have to worry about the finances than grieving and worry about the finances. That's a double whammy.
It is.
You can't. You will never have the opportunity to heal properly.
And that's why many of us don't.
Right.
That's why many of us don't.
I see Chelsea says, I'm pretty young, so I don't need anything now. I could probably go online and get a policy through any company I wish. Why should I go with you? That's a good question. Why would you go with me? So I don't know if you was on the call earlier when she introduced me, but I served time in the military. So that means I put my life on the line for you to ask me that question. And if I can put my life on the line for you to ask me that question, why would you not give me the opportunity of serving you outside of that? But you can go online and you can get any policy you want to, but you won't be talking to an agent. And I would rather talk to somebody to answer my questions than a computer generating anything to give me and saying this is what I'm good for. But if that's your choice, by all means, go ahead and do it.
You know, it ain't nothing worse than them automated services. Oh, they get on my nerves. Y'all know they get on my look. I can't, ma'am. Y'all know eventually I start hollering at them and everything because you know they. Man, I'm just saying, it ain't nothing worse than them automated services. But hey, you definitely in the right place, Chelsea. Good question. And somebody actually did say, actually asked, what age should we start considering life insurance? And so that's a good question. That's gonna go right there with Chelsea.
With Chelsea, right? I was just going to touch that part on pretty young. So, what age should you start? And to answer Chelsea's question at the same time, now. If you're under 18, talk to your parents. Talk to your parents because right now, being young, it's not going to cost you a whole lot because you're young. Insurance is based off your health and your age. Those are the two main primaries. They look at your health and your age. And when you're young, you're healthy. So when is the best time to get insurance? When you're old and going through certain things to pay a whole lot, or when you're young and you're healthy? So so if you ask me when is the best time to consider getting life insurance, I'll tell you right now. Because it doesn't make sense to wait till tomorrow.
When
tomorrow's not guaranteed.
So it's
up to you. But the younger you are, I would say the better, because let's say your coverage, what I would pay for $1 million in coverage for somebody half my age will probably be half or three quarters of what I pay is what they'll be paying. So it's always best to get it young. My daughter, we got her policy, the baby, we got her policy when she was 3 months. Soon, if you got a kid, soon you get a Social Security number. You can do Gerber Life. You know how everybody doing Gerber when they first came out. Gerber, it's a whole life policy. It's giving you a certain amount of interest that's growing for your kids. They got a certain amount of coverage. You pay a certain amount of money, but it's a fixed rate, and the coverage is exactly what it is. So you can't adjust the coverage and you can't adjust the interest. So it's a good policy to have to start out, but also you can take that same amount of money, maybe add a couple hundred, I'm not gonna say a couple hundred, maybe a good extra $50 to it or whatever, put them into an IUL that's going to give them a higher interest rate. It's controllable. So once they get a certain age, they can take over and put more money into it. If you come across taxes, you can put that into it. And you could just constantly put money into that policy to get the cash value to grow even more. And the best thing about it is, let's say you fall on hard times and you have your payment is $300 a month and you have $10,000, I'm going to say $50,000 into your cash. Guess what happens? The insurance company is just going to take the money out of your cash to pay for your policy until you're able to get caught back up. Or you can pay the minimum. It's so many things you can do when you're young for insurance that a lot of people who are older don't have that same option. So I want to say, if you know better, you do better.
Oh, come on.
You said if you was younger and you knew the things that you knew now with all the money that you spent, where would you be at? See, I say the same thing, but then I have to ask myself, what was my mindset at that time? Whether I know the information or not, if my mind is not geared to growing financially, then I wouldn't even move that way anyway.
Whew, you just spoke that realness right there, baby. That just sent chills all through my body. Like, man, because that was probably one of some of the realest stuff that you just said. And I'm truly grateful. Hey, you guys, welcome to the show. Again, you are tuned in to Too Gone, Too Long, Judgment Free TV. Man, with Mr. Terrance Wilson here in the building with me, Miss Lady V. And we are educating. He is educating us tonight, answering your questions about life insurance, about how to break those generational curses and turn them into generational wealth. And hey, this is definitely where you want to be. Make sure that you get your questions in because He giving them to us. He is giving us life tonight. I don't know about you, but I am definitely tuned in. Okay, I'm definitely tuned in and taking the things that he said to change what this right here. We got to change the way we think. If we ain't changing the way we think, then we have already failed. Okay. And so it's definitely about the way we think. And this is what this show is to broaden our minds, our mindsets, and to educate us so that we can be better in who we are and what we're trying to be and where we're trying to grow. Because, hey, sometimes we need to be encouraged. Okay. To do greater things. And it's okay. It does not matter if you're old or young. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late to educate yourself about the things you don't know that you need to know. Okay. So, yes, we need to know this information because this is our life. That's why it's called life insurance, because this is our life.
Absolutely.
And so, man, so in the books, you were talking about the books earlier and about the way to change our mindsets. And to change the way we think, because that's really what it is. Like you said, if we're not on the, or if our mindset isn't the right way or on the right path, we weren't gonna do it anyway, you know.
Right.
And so I'm just curious, out of the books that you read, what is one of those things that really just stood out to you that said, you know what? Now is the time. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna do this right now, right here, right now, because it's time.
I would say is many books. And I'm gonna be transparent, because that's just who I am. So it took me 2 years to get licensed. Because I passed the test. I failed it the first time, I passed it the second time, and I waited longer than what I should have to go finish the process. And that's because I procrastinated because I was afraid of them telling me no. Because I'm like I said, I'm gonna be transparent. And I believe it was like 2006, I caught a case. And because the severity of the case, I was like, yo, they're not gonna let me get licensed. So I was so afraid. And what did it was a book called Who Moved My Cheese. I didn't read the book. I listened to the book while I was working, unloading trucks at UPS, me and one of my friends. Several of us, actually. We had a little book club to where they come to the trader. We'll listen to audio books throughout the day, at that certain time. And then we go back and do what we got to do. And each person it's like 4 different characters in it. And you will identify with one of those characters. And I was like, man. And one dude would just, I don't want to do it. I'll just wait till it come to me. One of the mice, like, I'll just wait. It'll come back. 2 other ones, they took off running. The cheese stopped coming. They went to go find the cheese. The other one was hesitant. He moved, but he wanted his friend to come with him. But his friend was so stubborn, he didn't want to go. So he was like, I'll just go, but I won't be rushing like the other 2. I'll just take my time and get in there. And the longer he took, the hungrier he got. He was able to pick up little crumbs here and there of the cheese, but he wasn't able to actually enjoy the cheese until he put urgency on it. And that made me think about me. Like, I have an opportunity not only to change lives, but to put my name, my last name on my jersey and have people represent me, i.e. my family, but yet I'm moving slow. So that was the book that actually made me say, this is now. It's time to do it right now. The other book was It Takes What It Takes. That book has shifted my mindset. It had me shift to where I don't need to focus on the highs or focus on the lows. Just stay in a neutral mindset and keep on going. Because it talked about Russell Wilson and when he's playing football, when he won the championship, he got right back to work doing the same things that he was doing to win the championship. But when he lost the championship, the Super Bowl, the first thing he took ownership, he didn't put it on anybody else on the team. He took ownership. And right soon after, he got right to work to better himself. Went to a secluded place and just worked on himself. Drills, reading, eating habits, working out just to become better. So when that opportunity came again, he would be better.
Right.
So that shift, that made me say, yo, don't look at where everything is at. Like, you can have a great moment, but if I stay in that great moment, then I'm not focused on doing what I have to do to get back to that great moment or to maintain at that great moment. So that was another book that had me shift in my mindset. It's many more. Like right now, I'm listening to the Sam Walton book. His story, and it is, believe it or not, he was a good guy. Like, his vision was so big and he was so tight with his money, but he had to spend it to make more money.
Man.
And he took care of his people. Like right now, a lot of people say Walmart, they don't want to take care of the employees, this and that. But things changes. When leadership steps away, the next leader comes in and do what they want to do. And the best thing about this platform that I'm with, everything we do is duplicated. So what I learned, guess what? I'm teaching somebody else the same thing. So when I step away, they doing it the same way. They add their own flavor to it because we are two different people,
Right.
but the knowledge and the education part is the same. It's just the delivery.
Nice. Somebody asked, what was the name of the first book again?
Who Moved My Cheese? I can't remember the author, but I can pull it up real quick because, like I said, I got it on my phone.
I'm going to drop them in the comments as well because I know you guys have been asking, and so I'm going to drop that. I'm going to put up the next question as well while we do that and look for that. So take your time. Hey, welcome to the show.
Spencer Johnson is sorry to cut you off. Spencer Johnson is the author of Who Moved My Cheese.
Spencer Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm actually going to put that into the chat right now. And because y'all know it is important for us to change the way we think, man. And if these will help you, hey, please, by all means, make sure that you go check them out.
Okay. I see your question, Kataro. So for those who can't see it, he's saying he's 33 years old and married, purchased his first home for $100K 2 years ago. How much life insurance coverage should his wife have? So first off, you did it. I mean, purchasing a house, your first home, that's big kudos because that shows ownership. You're putting yourself in a great position for your family because as long as you keep maintaining that house, can't nobody take it away from you. So big props to that. It's something that you own it. So if you already don't have life insurance right now, I would say the main thing is I'll have to find out your entire need. So just because you have that home, I also would like to know the debt that you have. I'd like to know how much you make annually. And if you have any kids, do you plan on putting them in school? So based off of that, let's say you yourself make, let's say you at $75,000 a year. Okay, so how long do you have your home? Your home is, let's say, normally 30 years of coverage, right? So you're paying for your house for 30 years. So 2 years of that, you pretty much still owe $180,000 because the taxes, the property tax and everything else and all that other stuff is still added on it. So you really didn't put a dent in it. So we just gonna still go with the 100. $180,000. So if you make $75,000, let's say your debt outside of the house is $180,000. Let's say you got another $50,000 in debt. So let me pull out my little pen real quick so I can write it down so I can keep track of what I'm doing. So you have, let's say, $250,000 in debt because we're looking at the house. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Let's say you just got $60,000 in debt. You make $75,000 a year. This is just you, Katara. We didn't get to your wife yet. Your house is $180K. And let's say you don't have kids, so you don't have to worry about the education part. So what I would do is I will add this up. So we normally want to make sure that if anything happened to you, your family can live at least 10 years and not worry about finances. So I'm going to multiply your income by, I'm going to say 10 years. So we got 75,000 times 10. So that's 750,000, right? To replace your income. You have 60,000 in debt. And you have 180,000 for your house. So your coverage is about $990,000. So basically a cool meal. So you get $1 million in coverage, that will cover anything happen to you, God forbid. That will give your wife $750,000 for living for the next 10 years. It will take care of your debt of the $60,000, and it will pay off the house for the $180,000. So let's say you already have life insurance. You have $1 million worth of life insurance, and you get a house. I would recommend you do mortgage protection. So you would get a policy just for the house itself. So even though people say homeowners insurance covers something in case something happened to the house, but it doesn't cover in case something happened to the owner. So mortgage protection is covering in case something happened to the owner, the house will be covered. So as long as you have that property and you're paying on that policy, if anything happened to you during that time, let's say you only get it for 30 years, you get a term for 30 years for that amount just to cover your house mortgage. So if anything happens to you, that money is automatically going to the house. It's covered. It's done. So everything else is going to your family to maintain, because we can't replace you, but we can replace your income. And rather, your wife would rather have you around, but if something was to happen in that situation, at least she know that you took her first by putting a policy on yourself to get her covered, to make sure that everything is taken care of in case you pass away. I hope that answers your question.
Right. And now that would just be for, I'm gonna just use Katara. So that would just be for him. That's not even including this wife. So if they did a joint thing, that would it change, or would it still be pretty much the same aspect or process? So
it all depends on, like, you can do a joint, and the thing is with the joint is, like, it depends on how it's set up. Because if, let's say, you have it set up to where they both have to pass away in order for the money to get kicked out. Or if one passed away, then the money come in. But the way it's set up is, if it's a joint, that other person still is liable for the payments of the policy.
Okay.
So it's like a joint policy, and it's called survival. A survival policy as well.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that would be different. Like, his wife may make more, or she may make less. Most of the time, the men will always take the burden of having the most coverage, because they want to make sure that the wife is taken care of, because that's our job. And plus, she can get the same amount of coverage. It'd be cheaper anyway, because they always give women discounts for some odd reason. I'd be looking at it like, why mine costs more than hers, and we got the same amount of coverage, and we could be the same age. It's because we do stupid things. Men, we action, we move, we just go. I'm the only type of I think we're the only type of people who, if we had to change a light bulb, we'd put a box on top of a table, on top of a chair, just to reach the light bulb. Where the woman, she like, nah, that's good. I'm gonna just go get this ladder out the garage and I'm gonna go up there
Right.
and get it.
Right.
So, and that's why we pay more in life insurance than women do, because we stupid. We risk takers. You know what I'm saying? We do dumb things.
Hey, you know what? I will probably agree with you on that one. Yes, yes, yeah, yes. Okay. It is probably like a lot of women like, hell yes, and
Probably so.
yes.
You might see it all in the chat. Yep.
That part. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. So now do people have to, do you have to be a certain age, or of course to receive certain type of discounts in their insurance? Do you have to be a certain age?
So, like I said, the life insurance, the to base your premium, how much you're paying, is going to be the amount of coverage that you have. For one, they're gonna say, okay, you want $1 million. All right, so now let's see what's next. You're looking at your age and your health. So it doesn't matter. You could be 25 years old, but if you have a health condition, then that's gonna not quite, you'll be rated differently. So we don't control the ratings. The insurance company control, the carriers control the rating. We just put it in. Now we wanted to speed it up. We make sure we ask the right questions, like your height and weight plays a part in it too. Now, I don't agree with that, because we carry our weight differently from somebody else. And yes, rates are higher if you're a smoker. Now, since we know many states legalize marijuana, some carriers will consider marijuana a smoker. We have a carrier that I know that doesn't consider it you to be a smoker for doing it. So it all based on the carrier, on what it is.
Even if they considering it as medicinal,
yes, you still would be considered a smoker.
And
some insurance companies might not even cover you.
See, good to know. So all the weed smokers is like, well, we need to know who gonna cover us.
So it depends. Like I say, they ask the questions, and once you answer the questions truthfully, we put it on the application, we submit it. And after that point, it's all up to the carriers. That's why we tell you, it's the best thing to do is be upfront with us, because we're not here to break you. We're here to get you covered. But if you're not telling me the truth and then you get denied, why? We could have went another route to get you covered instead of going the route that we went. But you're not telling me exactly what it is. I could quote you something differently, and then come to find out you got this X, Y, and Z on your medical because you didn't want to tell me. Now your premium is 3 times as much as what I already told you. So now that makes me look bad because you decided not to be truthful.
And that actually happened to me once. I was going through this insurance company or whatever, and I suffer with lupus. And so because I have lupus, a lot of people, it is, it's one of those things that is real shaky right there. Right. It is. And so they were like, well, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to put it on the application, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever reason, whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just need to be covered. So it went through, and they had took my money and everything was good. 30 days later, it came back, and they had rejected it, denied it, and then sent me my money back and everything. But they had, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Hey, so it's two. I can say good thing and bad thing. I mean, good thing you got your money back, but the bad part is that you didn't get covered. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, a true agent, would not have told you not to put that on there. Because depending on the severity of your lupus, it could be controlled. And if it's controlled and the carrier consider it being controlled, they might give you coverage. They might say, hey, you might have to pay a little bit more, but at least you know that, hey, I can get covered and have to pay this amount. You know, and then you move accordingly. So, and that's the thing, man. I don't like talking bad about agents or any other insurance company because that's not what I don't like bashing people. But it is. I mean, it's people. People are out to make money, and they don't care how they make it. They just want to make it, whether it's going to benefit you or not. They don't care as long as they get paid. Nope. Oh, she ain't get covered. It took the first payment. I got it. So, but if you're an agent and you know anything about the industry, you would definitely not want to get paid and that person not keep their policy long enough. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Alrighty. See, hey, y'all heard it firsthand right here in the place to be. Yes, y'all getting educated and we figuring out why and what we should do and what we should not do so that we can do it the best way for us. And actually somebody just also sent me a message and said, can you put your business inside your policy? Or
can you put your business inside of your policy? Meaning, like, can you cover your business? That I'm not sure, but I can look it up. Most of the time, people who have their business dealing with their life insurance is they trying to get their employees covered on a group rate. So you have some carriers who each individual, like we just got off the phone with one not too long ago, earlier today, and they still will have to fill out individual policies, but the owner of the policy will probably be the company. So it'll take, because the company is taking liability of them. You know what I mean? They still making premiums and things of that nature, but it's under the company's guidelines.
Right.
So to actually put your company underneath it, that I'm not sure about, but that's a good question.
Already, sorry, y'all. Man, that is really what's up, and that is definitely something we need to know. And I thank you so very much. Hey, y'all, come on in the room, ask your questions. We have a few more minutes, because I don't want to just keep them, but we do have a few more minutes. And I would like to know, so during your journey, because I want to know about you as well, during your journey, what would you say has been your most inspiration and why?
During my journey, I will have to say my most inspiration as a kid, believe it or not, my hero was my mom. My mom was my hero. But what inspired me to keep going, I would say it'd be my kids. My kids and my wife, my current wife now. That's what keeps me going. Because I had to realize who I was and love myself. And then once I started loving myself and dealing with my demons and overcoming many things, it opened up my eyes and my heart for like a lot of things. So right now I'm doing this business for my children, for my mom, for my family pretty much, is because I come from a nice big crazy family, so we from Chicago. All of us, some of us had the grilled cheese sandwich with the government cheese, you know what I mean? Like, banging with the tomato soup, so, so that'll probably be my inspiration of knowing where I come from and knowing where I can go and knowing the lifestyle that I want my children to have, even if they grown already. If they see me win, then what's going to stop them from winning?
And I was just about to ask you, what would be one of the curses that you would really want to break when it comes to your children? And I would think that would be definitely that one,
That one, absolutely. And just to equip them with the tools of life, You know, all my three oldest, they are so business minded. It's ridiculous. You know, I would like to take credit for that, but I probably can't. But because I am in business now for myself, you know, they seeing me going through it. And believe it or not, they are on my team. So they finna get licensed as well eventually, you know, but I let them do their own thing. Like whenever they get ready, then just come talk to me and we can make it happen. You know, but they are on my team. So I put them in a position to where if I win, they automatically gonna win. You know, it's not, you know, some people say, oh, you handing it to them. I'm not handing it to them. I'm putting in the work while they're working on their dreams.
That's right.
So I'm fulfilling mine. So when it comes to a point to where they want to start getting in theirs, they already starting it. So all I'm doing is going to fund the dreams.
Already.
You know, if it makes sense and they giving me a good business plan and I have the capital to give it to them, hey, let's see what happens. Because the one thing about business is a lot of people are afraid to get into business. For one, they don't know what business to get into.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for two, they feel like they got to do everything on their own. And three, if it doesn't work, they automatically give up. How many times did you fall riding a bike?
Mm-hmm.
The first time you fell and scraped your knee, got it all pink and scratched up your elbows, you just gave up on riding a bike, did you? No, you got back on that bike. That's what our parents tell us. You fall, you get back up.
Yeah.
One guy told me it doesn't matter if you fall, as long as you fall on your back and looking up, you can always get up.
Hey, sometimes I had to fall on my knees and I still got back up.
Man, you know, sometimes that's the best thing because prayers are powerful.
Man, you better know it is. You better know it is. People don't understand there is power in prayer. It
Absolutely.
really is. It's power in prayer.
Absolutely.
So, man, I definitely thank you, you know what I'm saying, for coming through and giving us and embracing us and actually educating us and giving us hope. That's what I'm saying. Giving us hope, because that's what it is. And a lot of times we don't have a lot of hope. You know what I'm saying? And especially not in this time, in this period.
It's funny you say that, because the first thing some people say is like, and I keep going back to the platform because we do things different than a lot of other insurance companies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 53% of our company is Hispanics. Well, it's 58% is Hispanics. 53% of that is women. So 38% is African Americans, and everything else is everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we multicultural. If you really look up a life insurance agent, the way they look, and not to judge anything, they look like a 50-something-year-old white Caucasian man. No energy whatsoever. He's not going to come to the hood to sell life insurance unless somebody already bring him in. You know, and he gonna get in and get out. He ain't trying to break it down.
He's not fixing none of that.
I can give you $5,000 for $10 right now, and I'm out. You know,
he sounds like an auctioneer.
Yeah. Whew. You see the time? It's getting dark outside. Let me get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I like about it. And the fact is that it's so multicultural. We changing the game. I mean, just think about it. I know you had Kataro on a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of my good friends. You know, that's how me and you end up linking up.
Yep.
You know, and he actually started the life insurance before I did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and when I told him I started, he was like, "Oh man, you a whole lot smarter than me. I know you can make it happen." Nah, bro. I was like, "Nah, man, I ain't that smart." You know what I mean? I just move differently. You know, and that's what happens when you move differently. A lot of people see you. They see you moving, but they know you from your past.
Mm-hmm.
So my main goal is for me to change the glasses that people are looking at me out of.
Come on now.
So they see Terrance. Well, they didn't even call me Terrance, so they call me Terry and T-Bone. So that's who they see. They see that person, right? So me telling them I'm doing life insurance, they're like, "Yeah, man, whatever. You don't know anything about life insurance." So that automatically is a hater. You know what I mean? To me, it's a hater. You telling me I don't know anything, but because I didn't know how to drive a forklift, but yet I got on a forklift and now I'm a forklift certified. You know what I mean? So I had to learn at some point. You got to learn. So the industry and the company that I'm with, they teaches you how to do these things. I'm in business. I have my own business, but I'm not in business by myself.
Right.
I can go to work. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I can go to work and I can set up many appointments for somebody on my team to run the appointments. And if they run the appointments and somebody decided to do business, guess what? Somebody on my team was able to eat as well as me. But what was I doing? I was at work. I didn't even run the appointment. Or somebody make a phone call for me. They booked the appointment. They run the appointment. I get a check. And I didn't have anything to do with it other than giving them a name and number. So I like the fact that I'm running a business, but I'm not doing it by myself. And a lot of people get afraid to do things because they feel like they have to do it by themselves. Or they've been scorned before because somebody said, hey, join this and we'll train you. Instead of them training you, they're like, oh, here's the pamphlet. Go ahead and do it. And now that kills their confidence because they don't know what they're doing. You know, I bring a trust. But if I'm the agent and I have a new trainee or a new person with me, they bring the trust. I bring the credibility. So because that process, it helps everybody learn. You know, you're not just doing things by yourself. And I love it. Like, I'm a proud life insurance agent, like straight up. You know, I do clock in and out, but I'm trying to find some way to fire my boss.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The right capital come through, I'm definitely gonna fire my boss. I'm gonna fire him big too.
He gonna almost be on a billboard.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell him to get out his chair and you gonna walk me to this door and I will never see you again.
Hey, that's when you know your big boy stunning.
Yeah, man. You know, and that's the thing, man. People, if we just support one another regardless of
come on now
what it is, you don't have to always purchase anything to support. Like, just post me on your Facebook. You know, simple. Hey, my homeboy, my cousin, my brother, whoever it may be, is doing this. Post it, bam. If I share something, you share it. You know, that's support.
Yep.
Hey, I heard somebody talking about life insurance. Hey, I'm gonna give you a call and I'm gonna have them on 3-way. That's support. You don't have to become a client, but if you don't have it, you need to become a client. If you want to make extra money, you need to become an agent. At least give it a go, because I guarantee you get a license and you follow the system and everything, and you have somebody, a mentor rocking with you, you're gonna make money. Because there's people who out there, they don't want to be sold though. They want to buy, they just don't feel like they're getting taken over. You know, people are using them. They don't want to feel that way. They want to know you care about them. And if they know you care about them, they're going to give you their mama, their grandmama, their cousin, their brother. They're going to even give you an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend. Hey, look, man, I can't stand my baby mama, but in case something happened to her, I want to make sure my kid is good. Go talk to her.
Okay.
You know? Because they're looking at the bigger picture, because you served them right.
That's right.
You served them and you treated them right. So they want to make sure that all their friends and family is protected by you.
You know, it's funny, Qatar, I'm about to put our business out there a little bit, but we were talking about that yesterday. You know, sometimes you never know who God will lead to you to use,
right.
You know, and we were talking about that one thing yesterday about the support, and that a lot of times as people, we always think, oh, I got to buy this and I got to buy that. I got to do this. I got to do that. And it's simple as just sharing a post or just saying, hey, I know this person, you know what I'm saying? Because they're reputable, you know? And it don't cost you nothing to do that, but a little bit of your time, you know? And we have time to do so many other things. And we support so many other things and so many other people, but we won't support our own.
Nope, not at all.
We won't support our own. And I love the fact that you're working with your family. You said that in the very beginning, and I'm not going to take that lightly, and I'm not going to just run by that like as if you did not say that. because that's important. Because it's important, you know what I'm saying, that you are working with your family, because, and that's one thing that a lot of times we don't want to do, we won't do, we all, it's always something, but you are. And so my question to you now is, how is it working with your family? Like, what is the benefits? What have you guys actually accomplished together as a unit? Like, I know it's brought you closer together. It's either, because one thing I know about business, it's either gonna make you or it's gonna break you.
I would say, far as the ones that's active, like actually out here helping families and got license and things of that nature, I would say it's great. But I don't have them in the business with me for them to, this is my vision. And like my sister is in New York. She's a licensed agent in New York on my team. She's in New York. She has her own entertainment business going on. She's a life coach. She's an author. She has several books out on YouTube, on not YouTube, but Amazon and things of that nature. She does podcasts for different things. Matter of fact, we have one called The Godly Perspective Men of Marriage. So that's her dream. That's her vision. And she's a licensed agent on my team. So for us to be business minded and coming together to support each other's dreams, like, I don't expect anybody in my family to go all in on something that I see.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at first I used to get frustrated. Like, yo, I'm trying to have a family business and you just don't want to cooperate. What is wrong with you?
Yep, that's what we
love
do.
me, but you don't want to do this with me. I was that person at first. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to post on Facebook like how much I couldn't stand them with the face emojis and all that other stuff. Gifts popping up on their page, like, shut up, all types of crazy stuff. But
we did that. That's why I'm laughing, because baby, I was that person too, baby.
I had to realize that's not their vision.
Right.
It's not their dream.
That's right.
So the only way that I know I'm gonna get them to give 100% buy-in is I have to go out and win. Now, my mother-in-law, on the other hand, she came into business to protect her daughter.
Right.
But once she came in, she was like, yo, I can actually do this part-time, make a nice amount of money part-time, be there with my daughter and my son-in-law, and run a business. So she, like I said, she, outside of me and my wife, she's the leading writing agent on our team.
That's right.
She write consistent business every month. She's helping some family.
That's right.
So that, just having them in there, knowing that I can look on my Bamboo, which is like a system that we can track everything. Like, the company sets that up. It's over $1 billion platform, that system that they put in, that it tracks our business. It updates, I think they said 36,000 times an hour.
Oh, wow.
So I'll put a policy in. It's going to show up that I put a policy in. I get a new business partner, help them go through the process. Is going to show up on my thing. So I get to track everything in my business without me actually putting it in. The system tracks it for me. So it helps. It gives me so much inspiration to look on that, and I can see my family right there with me.
That's right.
So it doesn't matter whether they do anything or don't do anything. It's the fact that I can look up and I know if I make a phone call, I can get them. My stepmom is one of the most supportive person on my team. I mean, she just goes above and beyond. I have an auntie that goes above and beyond, and they on the team. So just having that little bit of support, knowing that those people took a chance of joining me, I can't quit.
That's right.
Because if I quit, what am I teaching my children?
That is okay, and it's easy.
It's okay to quit. Yeah, it's so easy. You know what I mean? Like, if me making $1 million was so easy, everybody would make $1 million.
That part right there.
Everybody would be a millionaire. But the process is so hard that it's set up for you to either make it or don't make it. You can't fake it for long. You got to go out and win.
Yep.
So That's me. I go out and win. I tell anybody that join my team, yo, if I eat, you eat.
That's right.
I'm not here to just bring my dreams true. I want to help you bring yours true. I want you to win for your family. If you haven't won yet, now it's time to win. What's stopping you? The only thing that stops us is us.
Come on now.
That's it.
That's all.
That's the only thing that stops us. Every day you have to get up in the morning and do something that you don't want to do. Get in the car and go somewhere you don't want to go. Deal with people you don't want to see just to get a check.
Just to get a check.
Just to get a check. But you're not willing to get up and put that time into yourself. We do it every day.
Yeah, we do.
Every day. Every day we sell our time. What they say our time is worth. Every day. But that's a choice we make. And that's what I love about it. You either make a choice or you don't. Don't complain about it. Change it.
That's right. That's right. No, and I'm definitely glad that you said that right there. And I hope that marinated in somebody's spirit today. I hope somebody caught that today because somebody needed to hear that today, you know, because it is about the choices that we make in this life. And so I pray that somebody caught it. I hope that this segment, that this particular show as well has touched somebody and has actually made somebody say, you know what? Today I choose to be a better me. Today I choose to be a better me because, again, it's about choices and life is a choice. You know, my godmommy said to me yesterday, and I'm glad, you know, that we're talking about this. She said, if love was so great, everybody could have been saved. You know, nobody would die. If love can save us, nobody would die. That's what she said. If love could save us, nobody would die. But love can't. And this is the life we live in. And we have to know that, hey, we gonna die one day.
One day.
One day. We live and we die. It's all about what we do in between to make our lives great and where we're going, of course.
Yeah.
And so, hey, I hope that today's show marinated in your spirit and it gave you hope today. Because I don't know about you, but it gave me hope. And I thank you, Terrance, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and hang out with me, because I know you're busy, honey. I've been trying to, hey, hello, sending you smoke signals and everything. You like, I see you, Lady V. I'm gonna get to you. I got you, girl.
I got you. Yeah, man. I was in Vegas for a convention. We had a convention, our annual convention in Vegas last week. So prepping the week before to get there, making sure everything is good for that event. Getting ready for another event in January, just trying to follow up with clients and new business partners and things of that nature. It was like, man, you know, and then I got bing, bing. I got it. I actually wrote it down. I was like, I don't even like this. So I threw it away. And I was like, how do you even explain like your story? You know, like how do you want somebody to introduce you? Like what's that like? What is that about? I'll just put down the basics. You know, somebody might ask a question, I might have to answer it, but if they don't, that's great. And I'm just gonna be on there and I'm gonna make sure I look good. Okay, there we go. We write it down.
Hey, right out. And you're doing just that.
You know, so it's so much like it's so many things I want to say right now, as far as like the mindset and the shift of us.
Come on, bring it on.
And the thing is, like I heard this lady say, you're born looking like your daddy, but you die looking like your decisions. And I shared it. I was like, boom, boom, that's solid. Damn, man. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, damn, what decisions she's talking about? Is she talking about past decisions or future decisions? Because Cause and that's the thing. That's the thing. If you're here now and you made jacked up decisions then, you have a chance to change the whole narrative of your story right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you have a chance. You have a chance to say, I didn't like that guy. You know what I mean? Like if you look back on the things that you did, like I didn't like that person.
Oh, I was there.
And then you see yourself right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about where you at right now. Talk about where you're going.
That's right.
I can tell you exactly where I'm at right now. I'm headed that way. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm headed that way. I'm not looking back. And a lot of times people, it's okay to take a glimpse because you don't ever want to actually fall back into that rep.
Right.
But to constantly bring it up, live it, relive it, the situations, the stories, the outlines, like just you're redoing it all over again. You're setting yourself up for failure. Your past is exactly what it is. It's your past to prepare you for where you at now, and hopefully for you to go somewhere else. And a lot of times I just look at people and I be like, really?
Look, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Like, why? Like, why do you do certain things? Like, I don't like people. And they were like, but you in a industry where you got to talk to people. I like helping people.
There it is.
I don't like people. People have attitudes. They, and you have to deal with attitudes. You have to deal with indecisiveness. You have to deal with everything that you have to deal with yourself. You have to deal with them.
And some extras.
And extra. But the best part about that is if you have that helping spirit, you're going to help them reach something because you know the reward for helping another was a whole lot better than you helping yourself.
That's facts.
No matter what you believe in, it everything tells you to help your neighbor, no matter what.
Now,
everything.
On now.
Islam, helping people. Christianity, helping people. Buddhism, helping people. Everything is helping people. The company I work with, PHP, people helping people. Like, it's crazy. You just doing these things, man, by second nature, not realizing that you actually have a chance to doing something different. But before we go, I got to throw a quick plug out. I'm trying to build it. I am not trying. I'm building an international business. Okay. So if you're in any area, whether you in Illinois, Miami, freaking Oklahoma, Texas, wherever you at, you looking to make extra income, I'm your guy. You need to get protected or you want to know more about services and products that we provide, I'm your guy. You know what I mean? So, hey, let's go ahead and get rid of that generational curse and create some generational wealth.
Already. And that's what it's all about, man. If you haven't known, if you haven't figured it out, man, we hope that you are choosing today. We hoping that you change your mindset today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow might not be here for us, but today, right now. We hope that you change your mindset right now to be something definitely better. And of course, I would, trust me, I was going to get to all of that because I want to know what is actually next for you. What do you see yourself within the next 5 years? What do you want for you? And if you could tell anybody, something to encourage them or to keep them encouraged about getting into this business. Somebody that don't know, that has been thinking about it, maybe want to, but they're not quite sure. What is it that you would tell them to say, you know what? Okay, I think I'm sold now. I'm ready to come on into being an agent.
Just move. I mean, it's simple. If you're thinking about it, then just do it. Because one thing about it, you have a license that can nobody take away from you. As long as you have a license, you can always make money. If you're in good standing with your carriers, you can always make money. So if it's an extra income, I cannot do this business for years. As long as I maintain my license and I'm in good standings with the carriers, I can always write policies. I can always help a family. Always. So I can always bring in money. So that's one thing I would tell you, like, just do it. I mean, so many times we second guess ourselves and we talk ourselves out of something that's great.
Oh,
We
we
talk
do.
ourselves out of the opportunity.
Oh, Lord.
If you're thinking about it, do it. Because just like you go find, I'm thinking about going to work for Coca-Cola. You go fill out the application for Coca-Cola. Okay, so if you're thinking about becoming a life insurance agent, go become a life insurance agent.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to stop you?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Unless you got a jacked up background, that's the only thing that's going to stop you. That's it. Other than that, just go. Just give it a go. Get with the right people to mentor you, to guide you through the process, and go make money and go help families. That's the only thing I could tell somebody. For me, it was, like I say, I was protecting my wife. At the same time, by being in the funeral industry, I seen something greater to do. And also, when I moved to Texas, the job I was with, Hobby Lobby, due for a raise. I get here because I went from the warehouse to the store. They took money from me.
Wow.
So I'm leaving a place where I'm making nice money, rent hella cheap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To come to this place to lose money. They took like $5 from me. And I'm staying in a place that I'm like, damn, I can't even afford to live right now. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. So, and when I asked my supervisor, I was like, yo, what's my motivation to come today? You do that. He told me, I don't know, Terrance. I don't know. So what he did, he felt bad, so he gave me a 50-cent raise. That day, I was like, yo, I don't want to work for nobody else.
Right.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Like I say, I still have a job. I still clock in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'm getting to a point to where that's finna end.
Come on now.
This dude told me motivation is nothing. It comes and goes. But what makes you money is discipline.
Discipline, man.
Discipline to get up in the morning to work out, to take care of your body. Discipline to eat the certain things. Discipline to go out and talk to new people. Discipline to do the things that's going to make you the money. Not be disciplined to do things that you're giving your money to.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. If I make $100, why would I want to go spend $75 on something that's not going to make me another $100?
Right.
We think backwards.
We do. Ooh, we think
totally backwards. Like if I had something on the back of my wall that I want to put on there, it really will show you where people put their money at. People put their money in banks first, then they put their money in investments, your 401k, and then they put it in like real estate, and then the last thing that they put it in is life insurance. But life insurance is the most protective thing out of all of them. Life insurance can give you liquid. You can touch your money. It's safe. It grows. It's protected. So knowing what I know now, I'll put my money into life insurance. Then I'll put it in, let's say I can put it in real estate. Then I can put it in my 401ks. And then I'll put it in the bank. Because the bank is going to give you the less amount of money out of it anyway.
Yeah.
They don't need to give you a percent of interest.
Nope.
It's protected though.
That's all it is.
If you really look at it, the banks put their money in life insurance. It's a no-brainer. This is one of the best industries to get into, especially right now. Because right now, the last of the baby boomers is finna turn 59 and a half. So that means they have money that they need to figure out what they're going to do with it so they can retire and be good. Because how many people lost their 401ks?
A whole bunch of people.
Probably because they didn't know that it's products out there that can protect their money. That's a whole different ball game, though. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But that's part of creating generational wealth by knowing.
Come on now.
So, like I say, I don't know. However you need to do to share my contact information, you do what you got to do for any and everybody. They can send me an email. They can give me a call. They can follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever it may be. They can do that. If they have any questions, shoot me that. We can sit down I do complimentary analysis, so I don't charge people to sit down and show them their options and help them see where their money is going. That's free.
All
Some
right.
people charge. We don't charge. We just sit down with you and we help you out the best way. You can take the information I give you or the education and knowledge and go somewhere else. By all means, go ahead. But I'm so confident in me and I'm confident in my carriers that I know you're gonna come back.
That's right.
Who don't want to come back to the smile? You that's my that's my nah,
That's that $1 million, baby.
$1
$1 million.
baby. That boy looking like $1 million.
Okay. Hey, that's how it have to be, man. Look, I don't know about y'all, but you better get in where you fit in because this is the time. The time is right now, right now, right now. Hey, Terrance is about to give you all of his information, his contact information as well. We're going to drop it as well in the comments. Y'all already know because we want to make sure that you have it. We want to make sure that you keep it. You know, whether you want to become an agent or whether you need some life insurance or you need to put your money over there. That's what we need you to do. Make sure you contact him, okay? Contact Mr. Terrance Wilson. He's going to put you in the game. He's going to educate you. He's going to give you the best policy for who? You.
You.
Okay? That's right. So for you. So, Mr. Wilson, please feel free to give them your contact information. Let them know where they can find you once again, how they can find you, all that good stuff. And then, of course, give your shout outs as well. And yeah, go. Look, I'll be getting that together while you're shouting it out.
All right, so you can Facebook is pretty much my name, Terrance Wilson. You know, so you can follow me on that. Just pull it on up. You'll see me. I'm in a gray suit, looking handsome. You know, I tell people all the time, man, like I'm not conceited or nothing, but you had to think about it. When was the last time you seen a life insurance agent look this good?
Boy, I tell you, boy, the life insurance agents that I know, boy, that's all I can say. It must be all the life insurance agents that I know, boy, because y'all are some fine brothers.
That's what it is, man. And then my Instagram is TW78. That's TDOUBLEU78 is my Instagram. That's pretty much all I'm really on, man. I'm getting new to this social media thing, so all I do is, you know, I'm trying to utilize Snapchat, but I don't really like that. I'm on it, but I don't like it because I don't know what to do with it.
It's almost like Twitter and everything else.
Yeah. I don't do that either. So, but my email address is TNC.
Okay, hold on. Give me your Instagram one more time.
Instagram is TDOUBLEU78 TW78, which is my initials, TW. And then my email address is TNCCARING 4 U, the letter U, at gmail.com. And look, I'm even go my personal. I'll give you my personal phone number as well. You know, just don't be text me no crazy stuff.
You'll get blocked, okay?
I will block quick, super quick. My phone number is 469-679-9789. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, whatever it may be, and I'll do my best to serve you right.
All right, so y'all, there that information is. Y'all just seen this Facebook. Here go his Instagram. So make sure that you guys are, following, getting in contact with him. and all that good stuff, because we want you to definitely stay in the know. And of course, if you want to make some extra money, we want you to do that as well. Okay. We want you to make sure that you are in the know and get on his team. Because as you see, he wants to be able to mentor you into your generational wealth, is what he wants to do. And you know, y'all gonna help each other, because it's all about building and branding. Okay. And a lot of people don't know that, but that's exactly what it's all about. It's about building and branding. And of course, you know, I'm gonna throw that up for just a second so y'all can see it as well, get the information that you need. If not, please make sure that you know that it is in the comments. It is in the comments, okay? So you can get to all of his contact information in the comments. They will be in the comments, okay? Um, so that way, hey, you have no excuses of why you are not living your best life. You have no excuses of why you are not breaking the chains. You have no excuses of why you are not rewinding or reversing and making that or changing your future. Okay, you have no excuses at all whatsoever. This is your time. Make sure that you hit Mr. Terrance Wilson up to get all your insurance questions answered. For those that you may not got to answer tonight, or maybe you think of something later on down the road and you need to have them answered. There go his information. Make sure that you guys are what? Following, supporting, and making sure that you are getting on his team. Okay. That's what we want you to do. And Mr. Terrance Wilson, I just want to say thank you for coming in, taking time out of your oh so busy schedule. I know you are busy. And so I want to say thank you again for coming and rocking out with me and the whole entire world. Because, you know, sometimes I can be selfish. I'll be like, me. But I'm rocking with the world. You know, the world, we watching you, we watching you, we watching you. Yes, we seeing it. And so we just want to say thank you so much for coming in and giving us hope. I'm going to keep saying that, because tonight, that's exactly what you did. You educated us and you gave us hope on a better tomorrow, on how to build our better future. And so I know that people's going to be calling you, contacting you, trying to get a hold to you, because they want to make some changes. That's what they want to do. They want to change their life and change their circumstances. And that's exactly what this is going to do. And so again, I want to say thank you again. You already know, anytime you're getting ready to do something new or getting ready, or you need some extras and you need a place to come, got you, girl. I got you.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna put you on. We're gonna get you on, and because we want to know that new information, because we know that things are always changing and evolving in our business. Things never stay the same. Okay,
never.
Things
were President don't even stay the same.
That part right there. So, hey, we know that things are always changing. So anytime this is your home, please make sure you come holler at your girl. I got you. And of course, you already know, anytime I see you posting something or whatever, I will share it out, because people know I will snatch your stuff quick. Okay. Yes, I am the share queen, baby. I will snatch you. Okay. Hey, all I can say is shout out to my Aunt Rita, because I think we on the same team. I guess that's why we family, because baby, she'll get you quick. Get you. She got you and gone, baby. But that's what we do, because we want to make sure that, first of all, we showing our love and our support and letting you know that no matter what, we got you. We family. And that's what we do. And so again, thank you. And cuz I got to shout you out. Thank you.
Definitely big shout out to my guy Kataro.
Thank you for our conversation yesterday. You know, I needed it. I love you, cuz. For real, thank you for bringing Terrance on, man. He has definitely inspired us and encouraged us to do great things. And so, hey, I don't want to hold you, but I do want you to give all your shout outs before you get ready to get out of here, and any extra gems that you want to just drop or any of that, please, by all means, feel free to do that.
Man, who can I shout out? First, I gotta give all the thanks and glory to God for, presented me with many opportunities in life to change. Definitely my wife, Chelsea. Big shout outs to her, my daughter Cameron, my daughter Liberty, my daughter Jaden, my daughter Deja, my daughter Ariana, my daughter Kayla, my son Terrance, my parents, my team, my broker, Lala Mapiri, my chairman, Jason Graciani, my senior broker, Ken Cerna, Patrick McDavid, which is the CEO of PHP. Also, he has the #1 entrepreneur channel on YouTube called Valuetainment. Go check it out. And many other authors that helped me providing a book to help me change my life. Those are my biggest shout outs. So man, I'm so grateful. Shout out to Kataro for bringing me and you to connect. Shout out to you for just having this big platform set up for me to shine. Just man, I just pray that everybody grow and prosper and become the next best version of themselves. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing, man. If I can do it, you can do it. If I win, you win. You know what I mean? We all can win. Just support each other. And man, this is great. This is great.
And
I was a little nervous at first, but hey, you know what I mean?
Well, good. Everybody always nervous. And hey, I always tell everybody, if you're not nervous, then you already too big for your britches, okay?
Oh,
so, definitely. So it's always good to be a little nervous. People don't know, hey, I've been doing this for for 8 years now. Yeah. I've been in business longer than that, but I've been doing this right here, podcasting, for 8 years. And even to this day, I still get nervous.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
A question was asked about, can you put your business on your life insurance? So no, you can't put your business on life insurance, but if you have a key personnel, you can put him on the life insurance or her. Whoever your key personnel is, you can get them covered. So that's I had somebody check it out while I was.
You did say you was gonna check it into it. You did. See.
So I just want to make sure that I cleared that up. I want to make sure I answer everybody questions, as T.I. say, expeditiously. Quick, fast, in a hurry, because I don't want anybody to be lingering trying to figure out anything and be like, oh, this dude don't even know what he's talking about or he's not answering. Hey, I'm human. I make mistakes, but at the same time, you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you an answer.
That's right. I love it. You know what I love though? I love the fact that you said, I don't know, but let me find out. And then the fact that you got somebody on it right away. You know what I'm saying? And you kept it pushing and kept it pushing and kept it rolling, but you did not forget that particular question was asked to you earlier. And then you double backed and came back to it and said, hey, let me get that out there. Let me answer that question for you. That right there makes the agent that you really want to be with. That right there makes me want to do business with anybody who does that right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this. I want to do business with the person that I'm going to be, that's just like me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be diligent and excited about what you're doing. Don't come to me, you know what I'm saying, with no just all right,
I'll get with you later.
Yeah. I like that, and I mean, as a life coach, as an author, I always tell people all the time, hey, if I don't know, I'm not for to sugarcoat it, I ain't for to play with you. Let me find out. We will find out the answer now. We will figure it out together, and now both of us will know. Okay. But there is no questions that's too much that we cannot figure out, and we will figure it out together. And so, hey, all I can say is, if you out here talking to people who ain't willing to figure out your question, dump them. Okay,
quick, fast, in a hurry.
Dump them. Okay? Don't hesitate.
They gotta go.
Yeah, put your Nikes on, okay, and get to getting.
What they say back in the day, 2 fingers in the wind.
And that's what we doing. All right. Well, thank you again so very much. Again, y'all have his information. Y'all have his questions. If you think of a question that may not have got answered on here again, please make sure that you go back and that you hit him up again. his contact information is in the comments, okay? And so that way, and then I also will put them on the page as well, okay? On the event page, so that you guys will also have them there as well in the discussion, okay? Because I want you to have all the information. It's not, man, it's not cool if you don't know, okay? And so now you know that Terrance Wilson is your guy. That's your man, guy. That's your man. That's your guy. That's the person who you need to be contacting, okay? That's your main guy. And it don't matter what city or state you in, contact him, okay? Whether that's to get on the team or to get in the team. That's all I can say. Oh, you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, one way or the other, you gonna need them.
One way or the other, right?
Yeah. So please make sure, let's make sure that happens. And when you contact him, hey, let him know Lady V sent you. That's all I want you to do. Say, hey, Lady V sent me. He'll know what you're talking about. He'll know
what's going on at that point.
Yeah. And he gonna make sure that he gets you in the game. Okay. So hey, y'all, there it is. We have had it. And thank you again, Terrance, again for coming in and for embracing us and giving us them good gems, baby. You gave us some good tickets, some good tokens that I don't know, but I wrote a few of them down. I got, y'all know I like to have my little flashcards, and baby, I wrote them down because I want to make sure that at the end of the day, I'm still able to utilize and take the tools that I've learned tonight and apply it to the life that I'm gonna live for tomorrow. Okay. Absolutely. And that's what I want you guys to do as well. And so, Terrance, thank you again. Thank you for coming through and embracing us. And like I said before, if you ever need a place to, let us know what you got going, let you go. We gonna put you in the game. This is the place to be. Okay.
All right, bet. Definitely, most definitely. Keep a lookout for some great things coming his way. I'm about to get involved in the NCAA-CP, so the NAACP, get involved in them. I just talked to a lady. She just sent me a message, letting me know when the next meeting is. So about to do some big things with them.
Making changes.
Absolutely. You can't talk about it and don't move.
Come on now.
All words and no action. That's crazy. You got to put in some action. I also do have a nonprofit that I'm getting started as well. It's called Better Together Manhood, and manhood is an acronym. So I'll explain that to you on another episode. You know what I'm saying? But the theory is, you heard of crabs in a barrel, right? Mm-hmm. And they always say Black people are like crabs in a barrel. We don't never pull each other up. We always pulling each other down. Mm-hmm. Well, my concept is to show you something different. You're going to put us in a barrel, but we're going to pull each other up.
That's right.
So when you see the images coming out, you're going to be like, yo, I know who that guy is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's always about changing the narrative of your story and giving back to the community. And I feel like I'm in a position to do that.
That's right.
If I can do it.
That's right. I mean, hey, please don't let me feel like you're rushing. I'm rushing you because trust me, we got plenty of time. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That, hey, lady, if you do it our way, we just do what we do. But I don't never want nobody to feel, because I want you to actually talk about that right there, because somebody needs to know what your organization is really about and why you're doing what you're doing. So please.
So Better Together Manhood. The reason I put that together, big shout out to my sister Jory in New York. She the one who helped me come up with the name of that. And the reason is because I always feel like you hear so much negativity about the community. You hear the kids are running wild. They got guns. They got this. They got that. Right. So for me is, why do our kids have guns in their hands and not a book? Why they don't have a wrench? Why they don't have a hammer? Why they don't have a spoon? Why they don't have a spatula? Like, it's because the schools right now are getting rid of, in our community, they're getting rid of the extracurricular activities.
Yep.
You know, when I was coming up, I had wood shop. You know, I had
Yep.
architecture classes. I had home ec. You know,
Sure.
I had things, you know, auto mechanic classes and stuff like that. But we don't have those no more.
Mm-mm.
So once things get to going, I'm actually going to different businesses, um, business owners who have a garage that does auto mechanics, and trying to see if we can come up with something to where a certain selective few of kids can come and get trained there. You know, if you giving them an opportunity to learn something, then that's not that'll keep them away from the riffraff. You
Yes.
know, I was involved in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was in the streets not because I was bored or anything like that. It's because I was still looking for validation. And
Mm.
as a young black man, if your father is not around, or you know, you're being guided in certain directions, being pulled left and right at a younger age, you're gonna go with the masses. I got good grades in school, not because I was smart, but because I was worried about my mom beating me. You know, so I knew I had to have good grades. Like that
Right.
was one of the things. Hey, look, I'm gonna be out here doing dumb stuff. At least I'm gonna have the grades to back it up.
That's right.
But, hey, boy, you out here doing this, mama? I got an A. you
Okay.
know, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it was just that, you know, looking for validation. You know, my stepdad, he did the best he could with the abilities and the knowledge that he had in raising a child that wasn't his.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, very defiant. You know, he came in my life. He known me my entire life, but when him and my mom got married, I was already a teenager.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not my dad type thing, but he showed me what a dad was
Yes.
in
Mm-hmm.
the way that he could. And I don't fault him from anything. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? Because he did the best that he could of his ability. And just like me, doing the best that I can do with my ability.
That's
But
right.
if I'm learning more, then I need to get that back to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And not just my kids, but somebody else's
That
kids.
was kids. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's not their kid, at least the parent.
That's
So the
right.
parent can give it to the kid. So that's the thing. I want to get out into the community, not only educate them about the life insurance, the annuities, and things of that nature, but also get the community more involved in shaping our kids. Because they say it takes a village to raise a kid.
I was just
And
fit to say it
right
does.
now, the village is renegades.
Yeah,
and
we have
it's
no
about the young
village.
world. Yeah,
Everybody mad. Everybody want to stab each other if you
man.
talk about the village and all kinds of crazy stuff. But it does. It takes a
I remember the
village.
neighbors used to be able to
Man,
whoop me.
man, for real.
Man,
Man, we've been
we ain't
boy.
even got the same blood. You over here beating on me. Get out of here, man. But that's what happens. And when you grow up
Mm-hmm.
in that era, like we all, oh man, I ain't gonna never do this to my kid. Look how you turned out. Some of us turned out good. Some of us turned out bad. But it
Right.
wasn't because our parents disciplined us. It was
Right.
because some of our parents didn't come back with the positive reinforcement.
First. Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not their fault because they probably got done the same way.
Right.
So that's part of a
We are
generational
product
curse.
of our image
That's a
we come
curse.
from. Mm-hmm.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
curse. It's not always about the money aspect. The generational curse is everything that's stopping us from growing.
Growing. Mm-hmm.
Wealth doesn't always have to be monetary.
That's right.
Wealth can be who you are in your family now. The way your family is gelling, the way your family is moving, the impact that you have on a community, the impact that you have on your family. That's wealth.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm.
I would give up all the money in the world to have the family that I have right now.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we ain't the tightest group, but I know at any moment my family will be there for me,
That's right.
whether I got money or don't have money.
That's right.
We didn't
That's
grow up where we had money, so therefore, that's not a problem.
mm-hmm.
But will it change if I have money? Probably not. With some it may, with some it may not. But money
Mm-hmm.
changes people.
Man, come on now, and it does.
So
And it's
you have to
sad,
be in a
but it does.
position to understand that people are going to move a certain way when you have money, and people move a certain way when you don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
People
Mm-hmm.
move a certain way when you giving, then people move a certain way when you taking. It's a book out called Give and Take. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can give all the energy in the world, but if you're not getting anything back, you're depleting yourself. You need energy to give energy. And so I plan on giving the energy to my community. I plan
That's
on
right.
giving energy to the clients. I plan on giving energy to myself, to the family, And to the new business partners, whoever come on board, like this is one of the things that it's a journey that I'm willing to take for the long haul. It's a journey that if anybody decides to embark on a journey of their own dreams, I'm willing to help them.
That's right.
Because I got many people helping me, so why not help them?
That's right.
You can see I got my little minion running around making noise right now.
Already, hey, but that's what it's all about. That's exactly what it's all about, and it's a beautiful thing to even be able to have them running around. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, I remember the this fits to our age. I remember back in the day, it used to come on at 10 o'clock every night, and it says, "Do you know where your children are?"
I remember that.
Every night at 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? And it's crazy because they were like, yeah, I'm watching them. I'm looking at them because we knew that we had to be in the house before the street lights came on. So we understood what they say. We understood the assignment. Now they say they understand the assignment, but what assignment do y'all really understand when you don't really have one? So it's time for us to start creating that assignment again and coming back to becoming the village, because our children need us. We are allowing social media to socially rape our children. We are allowing the world to really take our children and make them be something that they're not, and put them where they really don't need to be. We are giving them, we're basically just handing them over, saying, here you go. I was telling, in fact, I think me and Katara was talking yesterday. I said, the problem that I have right now with these new age parents is they want to have the babies, but don't nobody want to take care of the babies.
Okay, so that's definitely on point. You want to have them, but don't want to take care of them. Like, though, why? Oh, man, this could be something totally different, man. I'm not going to even get into that one. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But the author of that book is Adam Grant.
Give and Take.
Adam Grant. It's a revolutionary approach to success.
I like to give information.
Man, this thing, life is wonderful. It just depends on how you approach it.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at it. That's it. It's just how you approach it. You may not be where you want to be at, but it's only a decision away from being where you want to be. Doing the things you want to do. My goal in this business, outside of taking care of the family, is to be able to travel without luggage.
I like that you said that.
That's my goal. I want to be able to go get my plane ticket, get on the plane, and go wherever I got to go with just my person. I don't want to have to worry about my bags. I don't want to have to worry about anything. Just my person. And then when I get there, I get my clothes.
I get what I need.
Yeah. And then ship it back, because I'm still going to get back on a plane without the luggage.
Okay. Now that's when you know that you're living life to the fullest, right there.
That's my goal. That's my personal goal right there.
And I like that you actually phrased it too like that, because for me, when you said it, I heard drop the baggage. Drop the baggage. Sometimes that's what we need to do. The things that we hold on to is a bunch of baggage that we need to just let go of.
Yeah.
And once we let go of that baggage, then we can be free to really live and endure the life that we were meant to live, endure, because God tells us in his basic instructions that we can have heaven right here on earth and that we can live abundantly. So let's stop acting as if we can. But if you always think that you're average, you will only do what average does.
And what's average? I still want to know what's average. That's like I want to know what's normal.
I still don't know. I
don't know either. Somebody that's listening or watching, if you know the answer to what's average and what's normal, like not the definition that they give us in the books, but like when somebody say they average or they just living a normal life, what is that? I would like to know, what is it? What is average and what is normal?
Hey, drop it in the comments. We'll wait. We'll give y'all a few minutes to drop it in the comments and let us know what do you feel. Let's talk about it. That's a good topic. What is average and what is normal, a normal life? Let's talk about it for just a few shakes. If you want to put it in the comments, if y'all know, and if y'all don't know, we understand because we don't know either.
We don't know either. Absolutely.
We have no clue, and we ain't even fit to try to play with you and perpetrate with you and give you no sugar, okay? We ain't got none of that for you. Not today. We ain't got none of that for you. So, hey, but man, don't be just average, okay? Be more than average. Be more than great because you are great. You are great, and we want you to know that you are great. And so, I don't know about you, but Terrance have definitely given me the courage to know that I'm great, even though I already knew. But if I was a little shaky, I know now. And so, and it's never again, sometimes even the strongest need to be encouraged. Please believe that.
Absolutely.
Okay, please believe that even the strongest need to be encouraged. So, hey, Mr. Terrance, you got anything else for us?
Nah. I'm gonna save it for the next time I come back.
Right on.
You know, you just gotta want more. You know, they gotta want more. You know what I mean?
Already. Well, hey, there y'all have it. Mr. Terrance Wilson done gave it to us like only he could do it. He said he gonna make y'all wait just a little bit. So that's what y'all gonna have to do. Y'all gonna have to wait. And that's okay, man. But contact him. Get in touch with him so you can find out and let him know the wait is over. Because I'm choosing to be better. I'm choosing to be better, a better me. And so y'all make sure that you go and contact him, share, and share some more. Y'all know I am all about the support. And so make sure y'all go out and support Mr. Terrance Wilson. Again, Terrance, thank you again for coming through and embracing us and educating us and definitely giving us hope for a better tomorrow. I thank you so very much. And like I said, my casa, su casa. You are always welcome. So thank you. And of course, you have a blessed evening. And hey, we will talk in a few, darling. We will talk very soon.
Definitely. Thank you again. Thank you for having me.
Hey, anytime. Thank you, darling. Hey, there y'all have it. Mr. Terrance Wilson came through, braced us with his presence, educated us, something that we needed. I don't know about you, but now I feel hyped up to go be doing something, baby. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I like to share my testimony from time to time. So for those who don't know, I lost my best friend of 30 years on August the 5th of this year. And it was a little struggle, and especially knowing, and I love the fact that Mr. Terrance came through and talked to us about life insurance and about the struggles that our families have. And that's exactly what happens to so many of us, right? And so my best friend of 30 years, she may not get the proper burial that she needs because of the family that, you know, she has or whatever. But at the end of the day, she always knew that I'm going to come through for her, period, at all. That's just what we're gonna do. And so I'm still gonna give her the best burial. But even I was feeling a little down, you know, just trying to really just feeling stagnant. You ever felt like you was just stagnant? You just trying to figure out what it is you want to do and where it is you really like, what does God call me to do? Sometimes we get in that space, right? And so I don't know about you, but that's what Terrance have made, you know, this just lately, you know, God been sending the right people Because sometimes we have to ask. We got to ask, hey, God, what is it? Where do you need me to be? And when he sends you the right people, you got to listen. You got to be willing to accept the answer, because it ain't always going to come the way you think it should. Okay. That's what I do want you to know. It will not always come the way you think it should, but it will always be right on time. And it's always going to be the right answer. And so that's what's been coming to me these last few days. Because when you ask, you shall receive. He said, you receive not because you ask not. Okay. And so now we have asked these right questions, and now we have our answers to them. So I don't know about you, but I have been encouraged to do what God has called me to do. I'm doing it right now. Yes. And I love what I do, and I'm good at what I do. And hey, I now know what it is that God needs for me. So I'm going to just keep on doing. I'm going to keep on rocking. I'm going to keep on encouraging you. You keep on being encouraged, and know that no matter what, hey, we're going to keep bringing the hottest people to you, right? We're going to keep giving you the hottest conversations. The hottest topics. We're going to keep bringing you people to educate your mind, and keep giving you people that'll rock your soul and all that good stuff. You already know that's exactly what we're going to do, because that's what this channel is all about, is being able to educate and being able to give us hope again, encourage us to be great. And I don't know about you, but I want you to be great. I want you to be great, because you are great. Okay. And so that's what this channel is definitely about. And so I hope that Mr. Terrance gave you the will and the want on this night, on this Friday night, to be great. I hope that's what he gave you today, because that's what he just gave me, hope and the will to keep on keeping on, baby. And so that's what we're going to keep on keeping on. Okay, that's what we go keep on doing. So you already know, before we get out of here, I got to give you the words of wisdom. Yes, because somebody had to call in and say, Lady V, I need your help. I need your help. So you know I got to give it to you straight, baby. And then, of course, we're going to get our love letter in, because that's what it's about. Sharing the love, man. Look, if you ain't saying you love your special one, you've already messed up. Get your life in order. That's all I'm going to tell you. And then, of course, I'm going to close it out with my shout outs as well. And, of course, my thoughts of the day. Okay. And so I'm not going to keep y'all too long, but I got to do this words of wisdom. And y'all already know, in the words of wisdom, I do it my way, baby. Yes, I do. I do it my way. That means that I'm going to give you my professional opinion. My professional, because I am a spiritual life coach, for those who don't know. Yes, I dig up in you. And so I'm going to give you my professional opinion. And then I'm going to give you my hood answer. That's what I'm going to do, because what? Life is all about choices. That's what life is. And at the end of the day, Lady V is human. And so I don't mind telling you what I will professionally do. And then I don't mind telling you what the hood side of me going to do either, okay? Because that's how we going to keep it interesting, baby. Because y'all know, hey, just because I'm a little holy don't mean that I ain't got my hood on. You better know it, baby. And so, hey, this is what it is, and I am going to give it to you. So here go our words of wisdom today. Dear Lady V, thanks for all you do, but I desperately need your help. I've been in business for over 10 years, and within the last 2 years, business has really taken off. And although I'm glad the business has taken off, I'm having issues with my business partner. Now, I don't mind having a partner, but I'm starting to feel as if I'm starting to lose my business. Now, I could just fire them and let them go, but I know it could cause more problems than I'm ready for, especially when said partner is your lifelong partner. Yes, I said it. My wife is taking over my business, and I want it back, but I don't want to throw away my marriage in the process. Please, Lady V, how do I handle this situation without throwing away my marriage with it? Well, darling, this is my professional answer, okay? This is my professional answer. Sometimes I know it's hard to deal with your lifelong partner in business. And sometimes I know they want to take over and all that good stuff. But guess what? It's all about compromising. It's all about working through the good and the bad, because that's what marriage is, okay? That's what marriage is. It's about working through the good and the bad. You're not going to always have beautiful days. You might have successful money days, but they're not going to always be beautiful on the back end. And that is okay. Sometimes, but you still have to be able to put your foot down and still say, hey, this is what I need also. Because in a marriage is compromising. A marriage is give and take, okay? You got to give a little, you got to take a little, okay? So you got to compromise in your marriage. If you are not willing to compromise in your marriage or your relationship, you have already failed. Let it go, okay? That's my professional answer. Now, here go my hood answer. Because ladies, y'all already know, I don't sugarcoat it, and I don't be like, oh, well, men this and men that, and ladies this. And no, ladies, let me tell you, sometimes we need to sit down and stay in our lane, okay? We don't always have to be so bossy. Yes, I know. I always have it. I even have a whole sign. Hold on. See, I don't mind showing it to you. What it say? I'm not bossy. I'm the boss, okay? Let me tell you something. It's okay to be bossy if you the boss alone. But when you are in a relationship, it is not okay. It is not okay to take over. Okay? It's not. It's not cool. It ain't okay to take over. It's a give and a take. That's what relationships are. And sometimes women, we get beyond ourselves where we don't know that sometimes we need to just sit down. Okay? Sit down. So, yes, it's okay to be his helpmate. It's okay to do things. But at the end of the day, we can't always just have it our way. This ain't Burger King, okay? We got to learn how to compromise too. We want them to do this and do that. We have to be willing to give what we put out. Just saying. With the same thing you want, you got to be willing to give it. A lot of times in relationships, we too demanding. And then we're not going to do half the stuff that we demanding. Check yourself before you wreck yourself and mess up your own marriage. Because at the end of the day, ladies, stop acting like we don't, and stop acting like we can't, and please stop acting like it's all men, because it's not. We have to take our accountability for the things we do too. And I know y'all gonna write me and say, Lady V, why you check us like that? Because somebody needed to, and why not be me? Okay, I'm just saying. So that is my words of wisdom. Hey, compromise. Compromise. If y'all learn how to compromise and stop talking at each other and start talking to each other, learn how to communicate. This problem that you're having, Mr. Wait a minute, hold on, let me find out because I want to address you the right way. Mr. Husband in trouble. Mr. Husband in trouble, you won't be in trouble when y'all learn how to communicate and then start to compromise. And guess what? Not only will your business grow abundantly more than what it's doing right now, but your marriage will too. Your marriage will have more love than you ever would have thought it could have. Don't look at it as a bad adventure. Look at it as a new beginning. Something great that just about to get started. Okay, that's how I want you to look at it, and try that out and let me know how that works. Okay, I want to know. Husband in trouble, you made sure that when you put those simple little things intact, let me know how it worked out. But ladies, check yourself for you wreck yourself. Okay, because some of us know how to wreck ourselves. Okay, and our relationships too. Ow, just saying. All right, so let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. This is our love letter for the day because you know it's all about sharing the love. And y'all know Lady V is a hopeless romantic. I love me some love because that's what this show is all about, is spreading the love, because it's not enough love that goes around in our world, in our what's the name right now, in our community. It's just not enough. And so guess what? That's what this show is about. Sharing the love. And that's what we gonna do. And so the love letter for tonight says, to Jeremiah, the love of my life. Thanks for loving me, but taking care of our entire family. I know sometimes you may feel like the things you do go unnoticed, but today I want to take the time to say thank you, King. Thank you, King, for being the man God chose you to be. We are blessed to have you in our lives. We are definitely one in a million. Your wife, Suzanne. So to Suzanne and Jeremiah, hey, Lady V just want to send y'all a blessed shout out and pray to God that your marriage be abundantly just overflowing with love, okay? Because you guys deserve it. Keep on keeping on. And no matter what's going on, just know that your love will sustain it all as long as you keep other people out your business, okay? I don't know why, but that's how it's said in my spirit. So y'all know I'm a spiritual life coach, and if I hear it, I got to tell it to you, baby. So keep people out of your business and your marriage will blossom and overflow, okay? And so, again, I just want to thank everybody before I get up out of here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I want to thank everybody for rocking with me tonight. Me and Mr. Terrance Wilson, he came through, he braced us, he gave us hope tonight and encouraged us to be better, encouraged us to break these generational curses. He encouraged us to do some generational wealth, to change it into generational wealth. And that's exactly what we are going to do. And so I want to say thank you to everybody that came and tuned in on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you were watching tonight. We want to say thank you. Okay. If you missed it, please make sure that you go back and tune in. Make sure before you leave, make sure that you hit that follow button so that you can stay in the know, because we're going to have more great people coming to you to share their story, to share their journey with you, to encourage you to be better and to bet on you, because that's what we doing. We betting on us in 2023. Yes, baby. It's almost over, honey. The year is almost over. But guess what? It ain't too late. It ain't too late. We still have time. So let's do what we do and let's make it a great and successful rest of the year, okay? Let's do just that, okay? That's what I want you guys to do, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it. Okay. So, hey, I want to give a shout out to all my Leos, because we Leo season ready, baby. Thank you to everybody who spent my birthday with me. I love you. Y'all been chilling with me and getting it in this whole entire Leo season. So I just want to say thank you. Make sure that you tune in to Judgment Free Radio. Yes, this is TV. We got radio where we play the hottest songs. We keep the hottest artists in rotation. We don't care if they indie artists or mainstream, baby. They all the same to us, baby. And as long as the music is jumping, we gonna play it. And we play all genres, okay? So please don't think that we don't have something for you, because yes, we do, okay? But you gotta tune in, baby, to know that that's what it is. So hey, y'all make sure that y'all keep staying tuned in. I'm gonna give a shout out to Classy Glams with Honesty Broom. Man, she doing her thing over there. If you need a makeover, make sure that you go get that. Okay, tell Miss Honesty that Lady V sent you. Yes, for your makeover. Okay, and of course, if you want to smile, sparkle, and shine like the star you are, go holler at my girl over there at Hill Reserve Bling Vault. Yes, she gonna put you in the game. You see them? Aren't they cute? Yeah, she gonna put you in the game, baby. She gonna keep you frosted, baby. Keep you blinged up so you can have all your good accessories. You know, I stayed with my accessories. I stay accessorized because I got my jewelry consultant. Yes, Miss Cassandra Hill over there at Hill Reserve Bling Vault. Make sure y'all go check her out. And then, of course, all my people, my family over there at Mall Record Management, shout out to y'all over there. Hey, I love y'all, baby. Y'all, man, y'all grinding over there, man. Y'all doing y'all's thing. And, of course, y'all hear all of their great music right here, right here, right here. Some of y'all heard some of it on Monday. If you didn't, go catch that show, okay? Because Billy Sales and Stevie Fuego came through and showed up and showed out. And then we just did a show for Hollywood King, yes, on Judgment Free Radio. Y'all make sure y'all tune into that so you can find out why you should be tuning in and checking out their music from the West Side, okay? And so make sure you do that. And of course, if you're looking for a ministry, if you're looking for a church home and you need a family that's going to pray with you, not pray on you, not talk about you, and not ask you for the almighty dollar, make sure you go check out Much Prayer, Much Power, and Faith Over Fear, because we want to make sure that no matter what, you know that there is power in prayer, and that as long as you stepping on your fear, hold on to your faith, everything gonna be all right, okay? So check us out over there on Tuesdays and Thursdays for Bible study. If your children need an extra place to go and you don't know where to put them, call in on Much Prayer, Much Power, baby, and we'll get them in on the Wednesday Bible study for the kids, okay? For the children, we doing that too. Yes, we are. And then on Saturday and Sundays, we have service. Please come get your spirit filled. That's what we want you to do, okay? And of course, to my people over there at the Second Chance Parole Reform, yes, y'all make sure y'all go sign that petition, because that's what it's all about. We need to be making sure that we are making a change. We are making a difference, okay? That's what we want to do, is make a change and make a difference in our community and in our world and in our society. But we need your help. We ain't asking you for no money, but we are asking you for your signature, okay? Because it's a lifer out there who is not getting a proper chance, who is not getting a proper opportunity, who needs your help. Because they are being railroaded by our justice system. And we will not stop until the smoke clears, okay? So Second Chance Parole Reform, y'all check us out, baby. Hey, whatever you need, you can go right here to www.linktree. Too Gone, Too Long, JFR, okay? I'm putting it in the description as well to make sure that you guys go check it out. I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you for just a little while. There it is. Make sure you go click on it. That way you can sign the petition. If you need to share your love letter, guess what? You can do it right there. It's a sign that say love letters. If you got a problem and you need Lady V's advice, hey, put it in there. I want to know. Do your words of wisdom. That's what we do. Drop it. Okay. If you got something that you want to talk about, maybe it's a topic that you want to do, because yes, we are about to have our panels. Come on, baby. Yes, we working on that right now. We putting some things together. So we are about to expand this show as well. Yes, we are. So, hey, be looking for that. It's going to come and drop once a month on a Wednesday. So, hey, you never know. And you never know who's going to be on our panel for that week. So make sure, or that month. So make sure that you're checking that out, okay? And we're going to talk about all the different topics that you want to talk about, because this is your network, okay? This is what we're doing, because it's about helping you, right? And about helping us be a better us. And that's what we're going to do collectively and together, because teamwork makes the dream work. All right. And so, hey, that is what we have going. So there go the link. You guys make sure you go over there. And if you need your business advertised, want to become a sponsor, want to donate, or you want to interview, there it is. Go get booked. Book with me today. Get in the know. Okay. I want you to be in the know. Let's get you scheduled. Let's get you booked so that people can know who you are. The only thing holding you back is you. Okay. So there go the information right there. www.linktree/2gone2long JFR. That is the link that you can click on so that you can go and stay in the know and get in where you fit in. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with this thought of the day, and then I'm going to get out of here, baby. Yes, I'm going to get out of here. And so my thought of the day, is this. No one said life would be easy, but you can control the way it turns out by the choices you make. If you want to break the curse, change the way you think. You don't have to just be, wait a minute. Sorry. You don't have to be just existing in life when you should be living your best life. The choice you make today can affect the way you live for the rest of your life. That is my thought of the day. So, hey, babies, thank y'all again for tuning in with me. Please make sure that you continue to share, follow, and invite. Okay, hit the follow button, hit the share button, hit the invite button. Invite somebody, tell somebody, that this is the place they want to be. Too Gone Too Long Judgment Free Radio and Too Gone Too Long Judgment Free TV. This is the place to be, baby, because we know how to make you holler. Yes, and keep it right. So thank you again for tuning in and rocking with me. Hey, stay blessed. Stay prayed up. And whatever you do, don't forget to tell somebody that you love them today, because tomorrow isn't promised to any of us. Too gone, too long. It's time to come back home, spreading love throughout the land. See you later, guys, angels. See you later. I love you. Good night.